Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman. And I apologize for yesterday. Excuse me. I apologize for yesterday. I got a little out of hand after when I took a break, but I'm certainly not going to blame myself severely on this. I'm just going to move forward and go right ahead here. I have the coffee, it's ready. We're just going to pick up where we were. This is a continuation of game one of a doubleheader, and my hope is to finish this up and then play the second game right during this broadcast. That's my hope. Quite a ball game that we've had thus far. It's the first of a double on August 26, 1969, and between Oakland and Detroit, Lazarick started. He was knocked out after the first inning. He allowed 6 runs, including a grand slam to Willie Horton and a 2-run home run by Don Wirt. McLean was taken out after 6. He's fine. They just give him a break here. And Tom Timmerman is the new pitcher, and it's a 12-1 ball game. By the way, Horton hit another home run. It was another two-run blast in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, that's good coffee. And we're going to move to the top of the 7th here with the score 12-2. Tito Francona leads it off with Timmerman in for McLean, not eligible for the save, but he's coming in here. Here's Timmerman now. And the pitch to Francona. That's going to be 6-11 left-handed. It's a fly ball to right X. That's going to be for Northrop, a 2-6. That's 2-2. It's a single. Let's see if it's an S2. Let's see if he boots it. Northrop a 6. No, it goes through S2, just as a base hit. So Francona singles to open up the top of the 7th. And here's Dick Green. Okay, Timmerman from the stretch now with Francona on first, no outs. Here's the pitch to Green. That's 3-9. And he struck him out. Now Tommy Reynolds. Oh. All right, Timmerman looks in. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. 6-6. And he flies it to center field. And under it is Stanley. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. The batter is Phil Roof. 2 outs, Francona on first. And the pitch to Roof. 5-5. Right-handed, walked him. So it's first and second, 2 outs. And there's going to be a hitter here for Lockman. Wow, they're going to have a 6th pitcher. Lockman pitched to third. Jim Rowland will come in next inning. He pitched in Real World. It's going to be Bobby Brooks coming in to hit. So Brooks steps in. First and second with 2 away here. 12-1. Detroit. Here's Timmerman now. And the pitch to Brooks. 5-11. Right-handed. Struck him out. And the side is retired. No runs. The single, the walk, both left on. Middle of the 7th. Inning stretch. It's a 12-1 ball game. And Roland is the new pitcher. Rhodes Scholar, good morning. By the way, Rhodes Scholar, I apologize for, and you're going to say I know you have nothing to be sorry for sort of disintegrating when I took my break yesterday through 6 innings. But that's you know, that's not here nor there right now. You'd like to see the A's return the favor in Game 2, likewise. Likewise. Okay, Roland is ready. You're an early riser. Where are you, at work already? You work remotely or from home? Leading it off, Timmerman will lead it off. He came in. They're going to let him hit here. See if he can finish this ball game. He's a 1 WR. Oh. Okay, here's Roland now. The windup and the pitch to... This is Roland again, who we just figured out was a left-handed pitcher. I was in communication with Strat-O-Matic. They had him as a right-hander, but we figured it out. They said the card is accurate, though, so that's important. I'm not going to go through all that again.
Change and my entire site would go down. What are you waiting for? Start your free trial with Shopify today.
So Roland is ready. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you're on site, okay. Here's the pitch to Timmerman. 5-6. He's a right-handed hitter. He walked him. So Timmerman is on. It's a 12-1 ball game, folks. And we got another one due. Mickey Stanley steps up. He's 0 for 4 today. The pitch from Roland. That's 4-7, right-handed, and that's a liner to short. Caught by Campanaris for the first out. Here's Tom Tresh. That leaves Stanley 0 for 5 today. It happens. Tom Tresh 2 for 3, tripled and scored, doubled and scored, walked and scored. It's Timmerman on first, 1 down. That's 2-11 left-handed, grounds it to first, and they're going to force Timmerman. That'll be 2 outs now with Tresh on first base for Jimmy Northrup, 3 for 4. Reached on an error. Here's Roland now. 2-10, and he grounds it to first base. Francona picks it up, takes it to the bag, And the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, the walk, one left. We've gone 7 full. It's still a 12-1 ball game. Here's Timmerman in his second inning of relief. Cesar Gutierrez has come in to play shortstop. He will replace Tom Tresh. Remember that. It's going to be the top of the order, top of the 8th. Bert Campaneris for the A's. Again, they're down by 11 here. All right, Timmerman, the windup and the pitch to Campaneris for the top of the 8th here. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. That's the 3rd for Timmerman. And here's Jose Tartabull. 0 for 3 today. The pitch to Tartabull. That's 6-9 left-handed. Grounds it to short X. That's Gutierrez now. He's a 344. That's 2-3. That'll be an S2. Let's see if he boots it. It's a 44. That's going to be 2-4-6. No, it looks like it's going to be a base hit going through. Yes, it's a base hit for Tartabull with 1 out. I need to use the lavatory, people. I'll be back in just a couple minutes here. You know, when nature calls. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Okay, it's Tartable on first with one out. Here's Hot Dog Jackson now. He's 0 for 3. Really hot dogging it today. Top of the 8th. Oakland down 12-1. Timmerman in his second inning of relief. Oh. Okay, Timmerman. And the pitch, whoops. Pitch to Jackson. That's gonna be 1-8. And it's hit deep by Reginald. Oh my. Way back. And it's gone. A 2-run home run by Reginald here in the 8th. And that's going to be number 44 for him. I know it without looking. We will add it though and confirm it definitively. The 44th home run. He hit 47 in real world. So he's got a chance to hit 50 this season. That went right off the bat, number 44. That puts him 2 ahead of Frank Howard. And that makes it a 12-3 ball game. Here's Sal Bando now. Okay, Timmerman is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Bando. That's 4-8 right-handed. Base hit, Sal. Now there's action in the Tiger bullpen. Last year pitched in real world, but you know, they're so far ahead. Well, that will let Lasher warm up. Yeah, he's a right-hander, Lasher, just in case. Right-hander, Lasher. Bando on first, 1 out. The 2-run home run by Hot Dog Jackson here in the 8th has made it a 12-3 ball game. Here is Tito Francona. Tito, 2 for 3 today. Bando on first. And the pitch from Timmerman. That's 110 right-handed. He grounds it to first. Cash forces Bando. At second, it's 2 outs, and Tito Francona is on first base. And here's Dick Green. And the pitch to Green. That's 1-8. He struck him out. And that is the side. The 4th strikeout for Timmerman. He did allow 2 runs on 3 hits, a 2-run home run by Jackson, his 44th of the season, putting him 2 ahead of Frank Howard and is still in the lead in Major League Baseball. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's 12-3 ball game. Jim Rowland. is the pitcher. This will be his second inning. He retired the Tigers in order. Here's Norm Cash. Okay, here's Roland. He's ready. And here's the pitch to Cash. 4-7, left-handed, walked him. So, Stormin' Norman takes first. Here's Willie Horton now. 2 for 4, a grand slam and a 2-run home run, 6 batted in today. Okay, Roland from the stretch. And the pitch to Horton. That's 4-5 against the right-hander. And that is a double down the line for Horton. Oh, my. Cash goes to third and holds. Horton 3 for 5 today. Second and third, nobody out. Here's Matic. Matic 3 for 4. If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, it'll be Reynolds, Roof, and we presume a pinch hitter for Jim Roland. Okay, Roland. The pitch to Matic. That's 6-7, left-handed, struck him out. Now Bill Freehand. Freehand 2 for 4. He hit a solo home run. Here's the pitch to Freehand. That's 3-4. And he struck him out. That's 2 away for Don Wirt. Wirt is 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. 4 home runs, 5 home runs for the Tigers. 1 by Hot Dog Jackson last in the top of this inning. Okay, here's Roland now. And the pitch to Wirt. 1-8, left-handed, chops it to first base, and it's picked up by Francona. He takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. No runs for Detroit here in the bottom of the 8th. On 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left on. This is it. We're heading to the top of the 9th. Reynolds, Roof, and a pinch hitter for Timmerman. Here comes Reynolds now. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? I made a mistake there. A little error. A little too soon to knock Timmerman out. It's Roland I should have finished off. God. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would be 2 innings. Here's Reynolds now. Okay, here's Timmerman, the windup, and the pitch to Tommy Reynolds in the top of the ninth. That's 1-5, and he grounds it to second. For Matic, it's one away. Here's Phil Roof. .47 right-handed base hit up the middle for Phil. Now there'll be a hitter here, naturally. Ted Kubiak coming in to hit. He's starting next game in this doubleheader. So Kubiak comes up there, switch hitter batting left against Timmerman. It's 1 out, Roof on first. That's 1-5 right-handed. It's a base hit to left by Kubiak. Roof goes to second, he'll hold. He doesn't have speed. Oh, he's not, wait a minute. But, yeah, I don't believe Roof. He's a 1-8, and we don't, with a game like this, we're not gonna be switching, pinch hit, running at all. First and second, 1 out. Here's Bert Campaneris. The A's down by 9. It's 12-3. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. 3-6. And he pops it up to first. And Cash has it. 2 outs. 1 out away from the win here. Jose Tartable now. Jose 1 for 5. That's 5-2, left-handed. Grounds to second X. This could be the ball game. Getting under that Matic, he's a 322. (17-3). It's a G1. He's a 22, E22. That's going to be 10-12. Oh, it is going to be an error. It's a G1, E1. And runners advance. So the misery is extended for a bit. That'll load the bases. With 2 outs. And here's Hot Dog. Now Hot Dog, if he hits one, that's going to make it a 12-7 game. Yeah. So it's bases loaded, 2 outs. Hot Dog Jackson at the plate. Here's Timmerman trying to finish this up. And the pitch to Hot Dog Jackson. Oh, 4-8 left-handed, walked him. And that's going to be endurance time for Timmerman. But they're going to see if he walks in a run. My Lord. It's unearned. And Timmerman suddenly has reached fatigue. My goodness. In his 3rd inning. Yeah. Actually, he reached fatigue in last inning, but fortunately it didn't come up. We're going to let him stay in and face one more batter for the out. And if not, then we'll take him out. Here's Sal Bando, bases loaded. It's a 12-4 game. Here's Timmerman now. The pitch to Bando. 4-5, right-handed. Whoa, it's a double to center. That's going to be it for Timmerman. My God. Kubiak scores. Tartables scores. Will hold Jackson. No need when you're down by this. Second and third, and that will be it for Timmerman. 4. These are unearned. There'll be a pitcher. I know it sort of makes it excruciating. He pitched 2 2/3 here, Timmerman. Couldn't finish it. 7 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3, and allowed 2 earned. With these 3 runs, it is a 12-6 game. And Lasher will come in to try to finish it up. He was warming. He is a right-hander. He'll face, I'm sorry, not Lasher. God. Yeah, Lasher, sure. Here's Francona. Second and third, 2 down. 12-6 ball game now. Top of the ninth. Francona 2 for 4. Lasher is ready. And the pitch to Francona. That's 2-9. And he struck him out. And that is the ball game. 3 runs for Oakland in the ninth. The final score, Detroit Tigers 12, Oakland Athletics 6. Last out is the toughest indeed. McLean gets the win. That's his 16th of the season. The loss goes to Lozoric. It's Detroit 12 runs, 4, 6, 7, 12, 16 hits, 1 error. Oakland 6 runs. $11 hits and 1 error. That's the ball game. So, interesting game. Lots of hitting. Of note is Willie Horton's 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, including a grand slam. Reggie Jackson hit his 44th of the year. Moving on to our next game, we're going to take a little break between games, about 15 minutes or so. Oakland falls 19 behind the Minnesota Twins with that loss. The Tigers now win their 71st game, and they cut they're now 18 and a half. Behind the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to set up here in game 2. Fortunately, we are set up in terms of the lineups. I'm just going to set up the lineups for real. Fielding ratings and everything. Is Reynolds, Kubiak, and Roof is playing again, by the way. Is Kubiak and Roof. Luke Krause is the starter. And for the Tigers, it'll be K-Line gets to play here in the second game. And the pitcher for the Tigers will be Earl Wilson. So just like that, we're all set up. Two right-handers for the second game here. It's going to be at least 15 minutes, give or take. So we're looking about a start about 8:35 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 5:35 on the West Coast, 11:35 p.m. in Honolulu. Actually, not quite. I didn't get that right. So I want to thank everybody, and we'll get ready for this ball game in due course. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Take care, Rhodes Scholar. Have a good day at work, okay?
Take care, Rhodes Scholar.
See you soon. Oh. Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Gooderman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're in between games of a doubleheader. Oakland took the first game. I'm sorry, Detroit took the first game, 12-6. McLean was the winner, his 16th of the season. We're going to be ready to resume in about 10 minutes with the second game. Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Gooderman. I am here at Studio B in the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we're getting ready to do the broadcast, bring you the second game of the doubleheader here. Detroit won the first one 12-6. We're ready in 5 minutes here. Well, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeffrey, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network here in Studio B. Second game. Detroit took the first one 12-6. McLean won his 16th. Let's look at our opening lineups. For Oakland, it's Campaneris at short, Tartle in center, Jackson in right, Bando at third, Francona at first, that's unchanged. Reynolds in left, he moves up from the 7th spot. Kubiak at second. Roof behind the plate, catching 2 games in a row here today. And Luke Krause, the pitcher, he's won 4. He's a right-hander. For the Tigers, it'll be Stanley at short, Northrup in center, Kaline, who didn't play in the first game, he's in right. Cash at first, Horton in left. Matic at second, Ward at third. Jim Price catching after Freehand caught the first game. And it's Earl Wilson, the right-hander, going for his 11th win for these world champion Detroit Tigers. And the Tigers take the field. And leading it off is Bert Campaneris here in the top of the first. Okay, Wilson is ready. That's 6-4. Right-handed. Grounds it to short axe. Stanley a 421. That's going to be a G3. Ignore the pound. That's 5-8, 6-7-8. It's going to be a G3 out. So Stanley throws Campaneris out for the first out of this ball game, and we are underway here. Here's Jose Tartable. Again, he's been in for the injured Rick Monday for, must be close to 10 games now. We expect Monday to be back soon. Here's the pitch to Tartable. That's 6-4, left-handed, grounds it to short again. For Stanley, 421. That's going to be 16-4. That's going to be a G2 clean. $14. He's going to get it. And that's 2 outs. 2 ground balls to Mickey Stanley at shortstop. And 2 outs. And here comes Hot Dog Jackson now. 44 home runs after he belted one last inning. Okay, here's Wilson. The pitch to Jackson. That's 5-9, left-handed. Oh, it's hit deep. Oh, my Lord, that's hit deep by Jackson, and it's gone. His 45th home run of the season. Let's look at that. 5-9, left-handed, and home run 1-10. He certainly has the power. And that's it. Hot Dog Jackson with some mustard on that. That is home run number 5. I'm sorry, it's so early. Home run number 45 for Hot Dog Jackson. Let me enter that one in. Two home runs for Jackson in this doubleheader now. That puts him 3 ahead of Howard, who has 42 in the American League, both with more home runs than anybody in Major League Baseball. And here's Sal Bando, 1-0 A's. Okay, Wilson. The pitch to Bando now. That's 1-5, and he struck him out. And that'll retire the side. But a run on the solo home run by Jackson, his 45th of the season. After a half, it's Oakland 1 and Detroit coming to bat. And it's going to be Lou Krause on the mound. Get some coffee here. Oh. Looks like we'll be making more coffee this morning. Okay, leading it off for the Tigers is Mickey Stanley, facing Krause, the right-hander for Oakland. Oh, here's Krause now. That's 5-8, right-handed. Grounds it to second X. That'll be Dick. Oh, I'm sorry, that'll be Kubiak, a 329. Green is off this game. That's going to be a G2. It's a 29. 12. Looks like it's going to be a ground out to Kubiak. And that's exactly what it is. One down. And here's Jim Northrup. Northrup, left-handed hitter. Here's Krause now. The wind-up and the pitch to Northrup. That's 1-9, right-handed, and he lines it to short, caught by Campanaris. 2 outs. He hit that hard. And here's Al Kaline. He gets a hand from the crowd, hometown crowd, Detroit. He sat out the first game. Oh, that's coffee. Wow. Okay, Krause now. The wind-up and the pitch to Kaline. That's 1-6, and he struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 for Krause. After one, it's 1-0 Oakland. Here's Earl Wilson now. Tito Francona to lead it off. This is a doubleheader, second game, folks. Again, Detroit won the first one 12-6. This is August 26 in our 1969 replay. Oh, here's Earl Wilson now. The wind-up and the pitch to Francona. That's 3-8. And he flies it to right field. And Kaline is under it. That's the first out here in the A's top of the second. Now Tommy Reynolds. Okay, Wilson now gets the sign from Price and the pitch to Reynolds. That's 1-9 right-handed, fly ball left field for Horton, 2 away. And Ted Kubiak. Green played second in the first game. Kubiak at second base here in the second. Switch hitter batting left against Wilson. Wilson gets the sign and the pitch to Kubiak. That's 5-5, switch hitter batting left, and he struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Wilson. A 1-2-3 inning. We're heading to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Oakland. Here is Storm and Norman Cash. Krause retired the side in order in the first. Here's Krause. That's 5-5, left-handed. That's hit well by Cash, and that's gone. Storm and Norman hits one off Krause here on a 5-5, 1-13, and he's got the power. So that's going to tie up this ball game. Lots of home runs in this doubleheader. Here's one by Norman. And for Storman, that is home run number 25. He had 22 in real world. Here comes Willie Horton now. 2 home runs in the first game, including a grand slam. First inning. Okay, Kraus now. And the pitch to Horton. That's 1-7. And he chops it to second base for Kubiak. It's 1 away. Now Tommy Matic is the batter. Oh, Lord help me. Here's Kraus. And the pitch. 5-3 left-handed. Whoa, that's an end home run, but he doesn't have the power. So that is a base hit for Matic. So Matic on first with 1 out. And here's Don Wirt, who hit a home run in the first game. From the stretch, Kraus. That's 4-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Matic rounding second goes to third. Kraus in trouble here in the second. First and third, 1 down. Here's Jim Price, infield back for the double. Here's Kraus. Uh, 4-11 right-handed. That's going to be a ballpark effect. Oh, wait a minute. That means we look over here. It is a base hit. We're going to double check. Better safe than sorry. We're still getting some of these super advanced features under our belts here. Thing. I know it. Here it is. Yeah. Let me just look at the second reading. So it is a base hit on a 4-11 right-handed. And that's going to bring home Matic, and Wirt will go to second. 2 runs in here for the Tigers off Kraus. And here comes Earl Wilson. Earl, a 1 WR. It's first and second, 1 out. Kraus in trouble here in the first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Detroit. And the pitch to Wilson. That's 5-7 right-handed. Walked him. Oh. So the bases are full here with Kraus in trouble. And he'll face Mickey Stanley. No one in the bullpen yet. Okay, Kraus. And the pitch to Stanley. That's 2-5 right-handed. Grounds it to second. That looks like 2. Kubiak steps on the bags, sends it to Francona, and the side is retired. but there were 2 runs. On 4 hits, a solo home run by Cash to open up the inning. 2 left on. After 2, it's 2-1. I think maybe Krause should consider himself lucky to have only allowed 2 runs, had bases loaded. With 1 out. Head to the top of the 3rd, Earl Wilson on the mound. Phil Roof will lead it off for the A's here, top of the 3rd. Wilson on the mound. Here's the pitch to Roof. 5-8, and that's going to be a base hit by Roof. And here comes Luke Krause. He is a 6 NR. G bunter, we won't go there. Here's Wilson. 6'5", right-hander. Grounds it to short X. That'll be Stanley at 421 again. That's going to be 15-4. It's going to be a G2. Stanley at 21. That's 12. Nope, it's going to be out. Wait a minute, runner advances. Yeah, runner advances. So Stanley throws Krause out. It's like a sacrifice, if you will. That's going to be Roof on second. And here's Bert Campaneris. Roof on second, 1 down. Here's Campaneris now facing Earl Wilson. And the pitch. 4-10 right-handed, fly ball center. For Northrup, he makes the catch and Roof holds. 2 outs for Jose Tartable. He grounded out in the first. From the stretch, Wilson. That's 1-7 right-handed. It's a base hit to left for Tartable. Roof is not speedy. Ay, ay, ay. 1 to 8, 1 to 10. We might send him home. -2, 1 to 8 on Horton. We're going to let Hot Dog Jackson give it a shot here. I know it was a 1 to 8. But with Hot Dog Jackson coming up, we're going to see here. It's first and third, 2 outs. Actually, Hot Dog Jackson's on-base percentage is better at .410 than the chances of Tartable being safe stretching. Here's Wilson now. The pitch to Reggie. That's 6'9" left-handed. Whoa, it's a fly ball to center. And Northrup is under it, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. He gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We're in the middle of the third. It's 2-1 Detroit. Luke Krause coming out. He'll face Northrup to start it off. Here's Krause. That's 2-8, right-handed. He chops it to first. And Francona takes it to the bag. 1 away. Now Al Kaline. Struck out in the first. That's 2-7 right-handed. Struck him out again. And that's the second for Krause. Norman Cash is the batter. Led off the second with a solo blast. Oh. Here's Krause. And the pitch to Cash. 111. Hit to second. And that's picked up by Kubiak. He throws it to Francona, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lou Krause. So we've gone 3, and it's still a 2-1 ball game here. Second game of the doubleheader. Top of the fourth here, Wilson faces Sal Bando, who struck out in the first. All right, Wilson, the windup and the pitch to Bando. That's 4-4 right-handed fly ball center X. That's going to be for Northrup, 3-6. That'll be a 4-3. It's going to be an S2. He's a E6. That's a 9. He's going to get that, but it's going to be a base hit, an S2 going through for a base hit. So Bando is on. And here comes to Francona. Francona flew to right in the second. Wilson from the stretch. 112, he lines it to second, and Bando caught off the bag for the double play. 2 outs. And now Tommy Reynolds. Here's Wilson. That's 310 right-handed. And it's a fly ball to left, playable by Horton. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. No one left. And it's 2-1 Detroit, middle of the 4th. I think it's time to make some coffee. We'll see how Krause fares here in his 4th inning. His first endurance is the 6th. Wilson's is the 7th. Oh. 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 Ah. Whew. Let me go ahead and make some of that coffee here. Oh. Oh. Okay, got the coffee brewing here. And we move to the bottom of the fourth. Lou Krause on the mound. Here's Willie Horton to lead it off. All right, Krause is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's 6-2, right-handed. Whoa, that is hit with no. That's going to be a fly ball to left for Horton. It was hit well, but at the warning track, Reynolds makes the catch. One down. There's Tommy Matic. Here's Krause. That's 5'10", left-handed. Catcher X. That's going to be Roof for 2-5. That's going to be 15-2. It's going to be looks like it's going to be a foul out. Let's see if he boots it. He's a 5, E5. It's popped up. That's 5'10", 16. Yeah, looks like he's going to get that. Let's see here. He fouls out right behind the plate to Roof for the second out. And here's Don Wirt now. Here's Krause. Three 310, right-handed. Whoa, that's hit deep by Wirt. Oh my! And oh, what a catch by Reynolds at the wall. Oh my! Oh my! That'll retire the side. Reynolds timed it perfectly, leaped and caught it right above the wall as it was going over. That's a 310. There it is. 1-15. It was a 16. We're all robbed of his second home run of the doubleheader. It's another 1-2-3 by Krause. He's retired 7 in order now. We've gone 4. It's 2-1 Detroit. That's a beautiful catch. God. Oh, Christ. Oh, my Lord, what happened here? Hold on. There we go. I got a little excited there. Oh, Christ. No, I knocked the tripod around. It's 2-1 Detroit after 4 here. They won the first one, 12-6. Wilson will face Kubiak, Roof, and Krause here in the bottom of the top of the fifth, I'm sorry. Kubiak, switch hitter, batting left, and he struck out in the second. Here's Wilson now, and the pitch to Kubiak. That's 6-10, left-handed fly ball left field for Horton, who makes the catch, hits one away. Now Phil Roof. Krause out on deck. Here's Wilson. And the pitch, 5-5, and he grounds it to third for Wirt, 2 outs. And the pitcher, Lou Krause. Again, he's a 6 NR. 3-5, and he grounds it to second. And Matic throws it to Cash at first. It's a 1-2-3 for Earl Wilson. So the pitchers have settled down here in the middle innings, or are settling down. It's still 2-1 Detroit. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Lou Krause retires 7 in a row here. He'll face Price, Wilson, and Stanley. And that coffee is brewing. Price singled in the second, knocked in a run. That's 5-6 right-handed. He struck him out. That's 8 in a row for Krause. Here's Earl Wilson. And the pitch to Krause. That's 2-3 right-handed. He pops it up behind the plate for Roof, who makes the catch. 2 away. 9 in a row for Krause. And here's Stanley. That's 4-3 right-handed. Fly ball right X. That's going to be Jackson, 2-12. Don't hot dog it, Reggie. That's a 4-2. It's going to be an F1. So it looks like a fly out if he doesn't make an error here on the ball. He is a 12 in right field. That's 5-8, 10. And it looks like he's going to get that on an F1 with 2 outs. And he does. Jackson makes the catch. It's another 1-2-3 for Lou Krause. He's retired 10 in order. And after 5, it's still a 2-1 ball game. We've got a good game here. That coffee is almost ready. I'm going to go get a cup. And then we're going to head to the 6th. Wilson's first endurance is the 7th. Krause, when he pitches, it'll be his first endurance inning. It's going to be Bert Campaneris to lead it off. Let's take a little break here for about 2 minutes here. Maybe 3. I will be back. Actually, I'm going to take a little break here of about 5 minutes, give or take. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Whoa. Oh. Oh, Christ. Top of the 6th now, with Bert Campanaris leading it off. Wilson on the mound. He's allowed 1 run in 5 innings. It was a home run by Jackson in the first. He's allowed 4 hits total. Okay, here's Wilson, the windup and the pitch to Campy. That's 112 right-handed. It's a base hit for Campanaris to lead it off. He's a 1-16 being held with Price. He'll go. Okay, here's Jose Tartable at the plate, 1 for 2. Wilson from the stretch. And there goes Campy. And he's safe just by a hair. That'll put Campy the tying run in scoring position for Jose. We're gonna have him hit away, even though he's in a bunter. Tartable 1 for 2. Wilson from the stretch. And the pitch to Jose. That's 5-9 left-handed. That's hit deep by Tartable, but he does not have the power. And it's actually better for him. He hits a double. Would have been a single to asteroids. Campy comes home with the tying run. So the single by Campy, who stole second and comes home on Tartable's double. We're tied at 2 now. And here comes Jackson. Tartable is the go-ahead run now in scoring position with nobody out. Okay, Wilson. Here's the pitch to Hot Dog Jackson. That's 1-6. That's hit well into the gap, way back. And it's rolling to the wall. Tartable scores, and Jackson comes in with a triple. He had 3 on the season. This one on a 1-3, a 1-6, 1-3, and he got it. That puts the A's ahead now, 3-2. And suddenly there's action in the Tiger bullpen. It's John Hiller, who pitched in Real World. He's a left-hander. And Dobson, a right-hander, both warming. Both pitched in Real World in this ball game. Okay, here's Sal Bando. A single, a double, and a triple in order. Let's see if Jackson can hit for a consecutive cycle here for the A's, if you follow me. It's Jackson on third, nobody out. Here's Wilson. That's 2-8, and he grounds it back and to Wilson. He holds Jackson at third. And throws Bando out. It's 1 away. Now here's Francona. They're going to walk Francona. Intentionally. to set up the double play. And here's Tommy Reynolds, first and third with one out, infield back. Okay, Wilson from the stretch. And the pitch to Reynolds. That's 411 right-handed. There's a base hit to left field. Jackson scores. Francona goes to second and holds. He will not stretch that. 3 runs here. And it is a 4-2 game here. And that's going to be it for Earl Wilson here in the 6th. Mayo Smith coming out. That's it. Wilson pitched 5 1/3. Loser of record now. He allowed 8 hits. He walked 1. It was intentional. He struck out 2, and he's allowed 4 runs thus far. And with Ted Kubiak, a switch hitter, coming up, they're going to bring in the right-hander Pat Dobson. Dobson taking his warm-ups. It's first and second, 1 out. 3 runs in, 4-2 Oakland. Okay, Dobson on the mound now, taking his warm-ups. Okay, Dobson is ready. He's a right-hander. Kubiak steps in. It's first and second, 1 down. Kubiak switch hitter batting left against Dobson. Dobson now from the stretch. And the pitch to Kubiak. That's 4-9, switch hitter batting left. And whoa, that's going to be a double down the line. Oh. Francona comes in. Reynolds goes to third. That's charged to Wilson. And that's the 4th run for the A's. So the A's taking control here in the second game. They lost the first one 12-6. Here's Phil Roof now, second and third, 1 out. Four 7 right-handed, and that's a liner to second, and it goes through. Oh. Reynolds scores. That's also charged to Wilson. So for Wilson, 6 earned runs. And Lou Krause comes up. 5 big runs here for Oakland in the 6th. to make it a 6-2 ball game. Here's Lou Krause now. Roof on first, Kubiak on third with still only one out. The pitch from Dobson. 2-5, he struck him out. The A's have batted around now with Campaneris coming up. He'll be the 10th batter this inning. Can't be started at all with a single. Stole second, came home on the double by Tartable. Here's Campaneris at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's 6-11 right-handed. He flies it to left. This should end the inning. Horton under it. He makes the catch, and the side is finally retired. But 5 runs for Oakland here in the top of the 6th. 5 runs on 6 hits, a walk that was intentional, and 2 left on. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's 6-2 Oakland. Here's Krause now. Let's see if he can hold it. It'll be Northrup, K-Line, and Cash. He's pitched good baseball. He got into trouble in the second. Allowed a home run and 3 singles, 2 runs allowed, but he has settled down to retire the last 10 batters. This is his first endurance inning. And the pitch to Northrup. That's 2-4 right-handed, and it's tapped back to Krause. He throws it to Francona for the first out. That's 11 in a row for Lou Krause. Here's Al K-Line. K-Line has struck out twice by Krause. And the pitch. That's 4-7 right-handed. Struck him out a 3rd time. And that's the 4th strikeout for Krause. Retired 12 in a row. And here's Storm Norman Cash. He homered in the second, grounded to second in the 3rd. Krause gets the sign from Roof. The windup and the pitch to Cash. 6-6 left-handed, fly ball left, and playable by Reynolds. He makes the catch, and it's yet another 1-2-3 for Lou Krause, who's retired 13 in order. And after 6, it's 6-2 Oakland. Krause really pitching good ball. Here's Pat Dobson now. Top of the 7th. It's going to be Jose Tartable to lead it off. Here's Tartable. He's 2 for 3 today. That's 4-5 left-handed, fly ball left field. And Horton is under it, 1 away. Now Hot Dog Jackson. 2 for 3. Solo home run, then tripled homer run, 2 RBIs. Dobson now. The wind up, the pitch to Jackson. That's 6-8. left-handed. Fly ball center for Northrop, 2 away. And Sal Bando, the captain, 1 for 3 with a base hit. He was caught in a rundown on a double play on a liner to second when he singled. Caught off the bag. That's 6-5, right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That's going to be Stanley, 421. That's 3-4. That's going to be an S2. It's going to go through, but let's see if he boots it. He's at 21. Five, 10, 15. Oh, he does. It's an S1E1. It's a single and an error. The error by Stanley. And that puts Bando on second with 2 outs. First error of the ball game. And here's Terry Francona, Tito Francona, I'm sorry. Two outs, Bando on second. Dobson, and the pitch to Francona. That's 4-10, right-handed. He grounds it to first. It's picked up by Cash. And he takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. So it's the 7th inning stretch. No runs. 1 hit, the error, 1 left on. Middle of the 7th, 6-2 Oakland. We hope you have Strat-O-Tude. Screw it. Screw it all. Take a little break here in the action. Right here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Whew. Bottom of the 7th here. Lou Krause has retired, 13 in order. And Willie Horton to lead it off. The Tigers are down by 4. 6-2 game. Again, the Tigers won the first one of this doubleheader, 12-6. Our next game will be tomorrow morning. At least we intend to play the next game tomorrow morning. About 7 a.m., 6:30 a.m. I'll have to check what works out. And looking at the schedule, it will be the Montreal Expos at the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the first game of a 3-game series. Expos on the West Coast, then they'll move to San Diego to take on the Padres. In tomorrow's game, it's going to be Jerry Robertson starting for the Expos and Claude Osteen for the Dodgers. Here's Krause now, 13 retired in order. He's allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, all of them given up in the second. A home run by Cash and then 3 singles, which led to 3 consecutive singles, which led to a second run. Willie Horton steps in now. He's 0 for 2. Here's Krause. That's 5-9. Right-handed. There's a base hit up to left field to break up Krause's streak at 13. So Horton is on. And here's Matic. This is Krause's second endurance inning. He's fresh right now. Krause from the stretch. That's 5-3 left-handed, hit deep by Matic, but he's got W power, so that'll be a single. Horton rounds second, he goes to third. And there's action in the Oakland bullpen with Don Wirt coming up. It's going to be Paul Lindblad, the left-hander. Warming. And Fingers again, the right-hander. Fingers, I think he pitched 2 innings in the first game. Okay, Krause is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. It's a 6-2 ball game. Here's Wirt, 1 for 2. Krause from the stretch now. Infield back, they'll concede a run. The A's. Pitch to Wirt, 1-7, right-handed, walked him. And that's it for Krause. He's the winner of record. He pitched 6 innings, could not retire anybody here in the 7th. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 4, and he's allowed 2 runs thus far. He's responsible for all 3 on base. It's going to be Jim Price coming up. And it is going to be the left-hander, Paul Lindblad, coming in. His first appearance in this doubleheader. Paul Lindblad. And Lindblad comes in here 6'2", 3, 4, 5, 6. He's eligible for the save. At least I say so. And here's Jim Price now. Bases loaded, nobody out. The infield is back. Okay, here's Lindblad, he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Price. 410 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Campy over to Kubiak at second, to Francona at first, and it's a double play as Horton comes home to make it a 6-3 ball game. No run batted in. 2 outs, and there's going to be a hitter for Dobson. Dobson ended up pitching 1 2/3. 3 hits, and did not allow any runs. And it will be Hiller coming in to pitch the top of the 8th for the Tigers. Let's see who's hitting here. It's a 2-out situation here with Matic in scoring position. It's a 6-3 ball game. And coming in to hit is going to be Bill Freehan. He caught the first game, but he's able-bodied here to pinch hit. So Freehan steps into the batter's box, right-handed hitter facing the southpaw Lindblad. Okay, Lindblad is ready. Here's the pitch to Freehan. That's 5-9, right-handed. Struck him out, and the side is retired. So Lindblad gets the Kraus out of that. He ended up allowing a run, Kraus, and that would be 3 in total. He's the winner of record. New pitcher for the Tigers, John Hiller, top of the 8th. Reynolds will lead it off. Ah. 6-3 Oakland. Here's Hiller now. He's ready. The pitch to Reynolds. That's 2-9 left-handed base. That's a drive hit out to left, and that's a double for Reynolds to lead it off. The batter now is Ted Kubiak, switch hitter, batting right against Hiller. You have 2 southpaws in now. Hiller for the Tigers, Lindblad for the A's. 4-4, switch hitter batting right, catcher X. That'll be Price, a 3-4. (6-3), it's a G up. 6-3, it's a PP. That could be a pass ball. We'll see. Let's see if he boots this. Price is a 4, good fielder. That's 9, 10, 11. That's going to be a clean PP. I've heard that urine is sterile, so I think that fits. With runners on base, a pitch gets past the catcher for a pass ball. All runners advance, and play resumes with the same batter. So it's a pass ball by Price, and Reynolds goes to third. And here's Ted Kubiak still at the plate here. I like that because in even advanced fielding, a pass ball is always followed by, I believe, an out. Okay, Hiller now with Reynolds on third. Here's the pitch to Kubiak. That's going to be 5-7. Right-handed. There is a base hit. And home comes Reynolds. That's the last thing the Tigers needed. Second run batted in for Kubiak. And that's going to make it a 7-3 game. Here's Roof. Kubiak on first, nobody out. Here in the top of the 8th. That's 3-8, left-handed, fly ball center field for Northrop, one away. And Lindblad is coming out to hit here. He's eligible for the save. Kraus pitched very good baseball until the 7th. Until the 6th, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah. Until the 7th. Okay, Lindblad, he is a 4WL. We'll need a new pitcher's hitting card. Okay, it's one out with Kubiak on first, one in, 7-3 Oakland. Here's Hiller, and the pitch to Lindblad. He is a left-handed hitter. W Powers, 6'9". Oh, look at that. That's a triple by Lindblad. Speak of the power, he doesn't have it, but he was better off with a higher number there. Kubiak scores. A rare triple. He's a good hitting pitcher, as pitchers go. And here's Bert Campanaris. Hiller getting hit here. 2 runs in. It's 8-3 now. Here's Campanaris. And the pitch from Hiller. 2-5, left-handed base hits, and Lindblad scores. That's going to be it for Hiller. A run batted in for Bert. Still only one out. That's it for Hiller. Five, 6, 7. He pitched 1/3 of an inning. He allowed 4 hits. And no runs yet. He's responsible for Campy on first. I'm sorry, he's responsible for all 4 runs. I'm so sorry. It is a 10-3 ball game. Let's see who's coming in. Gonna bring in the worst we have. If there is such a thing, I don't think so. Yeah, we'll bring in Joe Sparma. He is capable of relief, so Sparma will come in here. Sparma is the 4th pitcher for Detroit. 4 runs in here, 10-3, top of the 8th. Campy on first, 1 out. He is a 1-16, and we're going to send him for his 2nd stolen, just to rub it in. Here's Jose Tartable. Jose is 2 for 4. Sparma from the stretch. And there goes Campy. And he's safe, by another hair. 1-16, he was safe with a 16. That's his 2nd stolen base of this ball game. So Campy on second dusts himself off. Tartable at the plate, 1 down. .310 right-handed, grounds it to second, holding Campaneris, 2 outs. And here's Hot Dog Jackson. Hot Dog, 2 for 4, his 45th home run and a triple, scored twice, knocked in 2. Wow. Sidney Powell pleading guilty. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 6-6, left-handed, walked him. So it's first and second, 2 outs. For Sal Bando, 2 for 4. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3 runs, yeah. It's a 9-3 ball game. Here's Bando at the plate. That's 1-4 right-handed, and he hit him. It goes, it's first and second now. Bases loaded, I'm sorry. And we're gonna, they bat around again. Second time in the ball game that the A's have batted around. And Tito Francona comes up, 2 outs, bases loaded. Okay, Sparma trying to get out of this. And the pitch. To Francona, 2-7, right-handed. Whoa, it doesn't end. It's a double down the line for Francona. 2 runs will come in. Campy and Jackson. Bando goes to third. That Campaneris run is charged to Hiller. So Hiller gave up 4 runs. Sparma has allowed 1. 5 runs this inning. It's 11-3. And here comes Tommy Reynolds. 2 outs, second and third. Sparma now. .511, right-handed, fly ball left X. That's going to be for Horton, 310. .53, it's an S2. Not ending here. Horton, a 10 out there. E10. That's 6, 9, 12. It's going to be an S2, a clean S2. Single, and runners at both runs score. My Lord. 2 more runs. That's 3 RBIs for Reynolds today. That's 7 runs allowed in this inning between Hiller and Sparma. Still 2 outs, and Reynolds is on first. And Ted Kubiak, the batter, whew, Lord, he's had a tough time here, Sparma. He retired Tartable, grounded to second, but since then he walked a batter, hit a batter, a double and a single. A little bit of everything there. Here's Sparma now. The pitch to Kubiak. That's 4-5 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. That Kubiak 3 for 5. We'll have Reynolds hold. There's no action in the Tiger bullpen. Here's Phil Roof now. Wide open here in the 8th. That's 5-11. Right-handed. Whoa. It's a fly ball to left for Horton again. 3-10. That's a 16-3. It's going to be an F2. Let's see if he can get this. This is 2 outs. My God, what an inning. Horton a 10. I'm sorry, yeah, he's a 10. Five, 10, 12. It's an F2 clean. And he flies out to Horton to end that inning, to end that miserable inning. Miserable for Detroit, that is. 7 runs. And we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 13-3 ball game, so it's sort of a tale of 2 games, each team blowing the other out, even though the other one, A's came up 12-6, even though it seemed not as close. It was 12-1 or 12-3. Lindblad coming out now. He is eligible for the save. It's going to be the top of this order. It's 13-3. How do you like that? 3 runs allowed by Sparma in 2/3 of an inning. Here's Lindblad now, and Mickey Stanley. This is Lindblad's 2nd inning. Okay, it's bottom of the 8th, and Stanley will lead it off. I'm going to get some more coffee here. Okay, here's Stanley now. Lindblad. The wind-up and the pitch to Stanley. That's 6-12 left-handed. Pops it up behind the plate for Roof. And that's one away. Now Jim Northrup. If you're looking ahead, well, I'm sorry, that's a little premature. I'm so sorry. Lindblad due up next inning for the A's. Okay, here's Northrup. .37 left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Lindblad. And here's Hal Kaline. 13-3, Oakland leading, looking to split the double here. Been a long doubleheader, folks. Started yesterday. Here's the pitch to Kaline. That's 3-8, left-handed. Oh, Kaline snaps it deep. To left, and it's gone. Al Kaline with a home run here in the 8th. A lot of home runs in this doubleheader. Let's look at that again. 3-8 left-handed, 1-18. And that's gone. Kaline. He had 21 in real world. And our replay for Kaline. That is home run number 17, so he's right about where he needs to be. And it's now a 13-4 ball game. Here's Norm Cash. He hit his 25th home run of the season in this ball game. All right, Lindblad, the windup and the pitch to Cash. That's 5-8, left-handed, base hit to right for Stormin' Norman. Now Willie Horton. This is Lindblad's first endurance inning. They have fingers if needed, but we sure hope he's able to get through this. Here's Horton now. That's 4-8, right-handed. Fly ball right for Jackson. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But a run for Detroit in the bottom of the 8th. After 8 innings here in Detroit at Tiger Stadium, it's Oakland 13, Detroit 4. Here's Sparma now. He had a devil of a time in his stint, allowing 3 runs. It's going to be Phil Roof. I'll tell you, Hiller and Sparma with the 7 runs. It would otherwise be a 6-4 ball game. But nevertheless, Wilson is the loser of record. Here's Lindblad now to lead it off. He is a 4WL. He tripled in that big 7-run inning for Oakland. That was just last inning. Here's the pitch from Sparma. He's a left-handed hitter. It's 1-3. Oh, off his own card. It's a double down the line. My Lord. He's 2 for 2 today. Jesus. And here's Bert Campaneris. 2 for 5, 2 stolen bases, scored twice, and knocked in a run. He knocked Lindblad home after his triple. Okay, Lindblad on second with nobody out. top of the ninth. Here's the pitch to Bert Campanaris. That's 111 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. Lindblad goes to third and holds. First and third, nobody out. This is Sparma's second inning. His first endurances would be next inning. I don't think that's going to happen. First and third, nobody out. Here's Tartable. That's 6-7 left-handed. Grounds it to second, double play. The run comes home. Krause scores. No run batted in. That's his second run of the game. And that's going to make it 14-4. 2 outs now with nobody on. And here's Hot Dog Jackson. If you're looking ahead, it's going to be Matic, Word, and Price for the Tigers in the bottom of the ninth. Here's Sparma. And the pitch to Jackson. That's 4-6. Oh, God. That's a double down the line for Reginald. My Lord. Reginald with a home run, a triple, and a double. He won't have a chance for a cycle. Tigers, the A's may be able to hit around again if Bando gets on. It's 2 outs. Jackson on second, and here's Sal Bando. Here's Sparman now. That's 1-4, and he hit him. Oh my! They've batted around again. Oh my! That's the second batter that Sparma has hit here, and Francona will come up. My Lord! Third time they have batted around. First and second, still 2 outs. And here's Francona now at the plate. Sparma and the pitch. That's a 3-4 right-handed, and he chops it to second. And Matic throws him out, and the inning is over. Another run for Oakland. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. It's Oakland 14, Detroit 4. Lindblad for the save here. And here's Matic. Been a ball game, been quite a doubleheader. And for those listening, I apologize for last evening when for my tangential break, which never resulted in never getting back to that ball game. Oh, okay, Lindblad now. The pitch to Matic. That's 6-9 left-handed. Struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Lindblad. Very good pitching, pretty good pitching here for Lindblad. And this is his second endurance inning. He's got 2 against him. They're going to try to see if he can get through this. Here's Don Wirt now. Wirt 1 for 2 and a walk. Lindblad into his windup. And the pitch 2 works. That's 5-6 right-handed, walked him. One more and he is fatigued. I can see them letting him stay in if fatigued, an exception to the rule that I usually follow. Jim Price, the batter. There'll be a hitter for Sparma. Here's the pitch to Price, unless he gets into a double play here, 5-8. And that is a base hit by Price. And that is fatigue for Lindblad. Manager coming out, we'll have a little chat with him. And there's going to be a hitter for Sparma, 5, 6, 7 1/3. He ends up pitching 1 2/3. Allowed 5 hits, walked 1, hit 2. Oh, Christ. And allowed 4 runs. 6, 10, 14. Let's see who's going to hit. They're going to keep him in here. Lindblad with fatigue. It's going to be Cesar Gutierrez coming in to hit here in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers trail by 10. Gutierrez, right-handed hitter. Lindblad from the stretch now. And the pitch to Gutierrez. 5-11, right-handed. There's a fly ball to left field. That's going to score a run. Word comes in, a sacrifice fly for Gutierrez. That makes it a 14-5 ball game. And Lindblad 1 out away from the save. Maybe that's why they kept the Oakland manager kept him in. Here's Stanley now, 2 outs. 15-12, 14-5. The Tigers down by 9. It's Price on first, 2 outs, Lindblad. And the pitch to Stanley. That's 1-8, left-handed, hits to first. Francona takes it to the bag, and the ball game is over. And what a game it was. What a doubleheader it was. The final score here, 12. Oakland 14 and Detroit 5. The win goes to Kraus, his 5th of the year. The save to Lindblad, and he worked for it. He pitched 3 innings. Allowed 3 hits. He walked 1. And believe it or not, he was eligible when he came in for the save. He struck out 2 and allowed 2 runs. The loss goes to Wilson. They never came back to tie it or anything. The final line in this ball game, Oakland 14 runs. 20 hits, my goodness, and no errors. Detroit 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. So that'll do it. It's a split of the doubleheader. In the first game, Detroit won at 12-6. Hot Dog Jackson hit his 44th. Willie Horton hit 2 home runs, his 32nd and 33rd. McLean got the win, his 16th. Horton with 6 runs batted in. And here in the second game, it was kind of a reverse. Oakland won it 14-5. Jackson hit his 45th home run. Kraus gets the win, his 5th. Lindblad the save. We'll put these two in the books, and I'll set up the game for tomorrow. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well, and I'll catch you all next time.